6 p.m. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Kanooz Ashraf. First, the headlines. Prime Minister says the government is committed to provide an enabling environment to investors to take advantage of existing opportunities in various sectors. Pakistan and the United Kingdom have agreed to enhance bilateral cooperation in counter-terrorism, organised crime and money laundering. Naib Lahore today arrested the PMLN leaders Khwaja Saad Rafiq and his brother Khwaja Salman Rafiq after rejection of their interim bail applications by Lahore High Court in Paragon housing scam. Chief Justice has urged judges to play their role in strengthening institutions. In occupied Kashmir, Joint Resistance Leadership has asked United Nations Secretary General to constitute a commission of inquiry on human rights violations by Indian troops in the territory. British Prime Minister has deferred today's voting on her Brexit deal in the Parliament. And now the news in detail. Prime Minister Imran Khan says the government is committed to provide enabling environment to all investors to take advantage of the existing opportunities in various sectors, including exploration and production sector. He was talking to Executive Vice President Central Asia region of ENI, Italian multinational oil and gas company, Luca Vignati, who called on him in Islamabad today. The Prime Minister said the government is focusing on improving ease of doing business and facilitating business community in every possible manner. Earlier, Luca Vignati briefed the Prime Minister about ENI's activities in exploration and production sector in the country since 2000. He also apprised the Prime Minister that ENI Pakistan has invested in a range of projects for the development of local communities in areas where it holds exploration and development production licenses. He said the company is mainly contributing in health, education, environment, and socio-economic development. Pakistan and the United Kingdom have agreed to enhance bilateral cooperation, particularly in the spheres of regional security, counter-terrorism, organised crime, money laundering and asset recovery. The understanding came during telephonic conversation between Foreign Minister Makhdoom Shah Qureshi and British Secretary of State for Foreign and Commonwealth Affairs, Jeremy Hunt, today. The two sides also agreed to hold the fourth round of Pakistan-UK Enhanced Strategic Dialogue in the first quarter of 2019 in London. They also expressed satisfaction at the finalization of protocol on transfer of prisoners between Pakistan and UK, which would be signed shortly. Foreign Minister Shah Mahmood Qureshi has said there are encouraging prospects of economic and trade relations between Pakistan and Malaysia, and we want to further strengthen the bilateral cooperation. He was talking to the Chief Executive Officer of a leading e-commerce related company of Malaysia, Siscom Berhad, Dato Sri Leo, who called on him in Islamabad today. The Foreign Minister said foreign investors are taking keen interest in investment in Pakistan due to business-friendly policies of the government. The National Assembly was informed today that no gas load shedding is being carried out in any part of the country. Responding to a calling attention notice moved by Agha Hassan Baloch, Minister for Petroleum Ghulam Sarwar Khan admitted that there is issue of low gas pressure in different cities. He said efforts are afoot to address the problem. He said Suez Southern Gas Pipelines Limited is executing two projects of replacing old pipelines with new ones at a cost of 2.28 billion rupees. Information Minister Fawad Hussain Chaudhry says Prime Minister Imran Khan has set a new precedence of self-accountability by reviewing the performance of his cabinet members. Talking to media outside the Parliament House in Islamabad today, he said performance of 26 ministries has been reviewed in the first phase, while the process will continue to ensure good governance as per PTI's manifesto. He said the Prime Minister has assigned fresh talks to all cabinet ministers for the next 100 days with a clear-cut direction to do hard work to meet prevailing extraordinary challenges inherited by the PTI government. Naib Lahore today arrested the PMLN leaders Khwaja Saad Rafiq and his brother Khwaja Salman Rafiq after rejection of their interim bail applications by Lahore High Court in Paragon housing scam. They have been taken to NAB office Lahore, and the NAB authorities would seek their physical remand from the Accountability Court. In his reaction to the arrest of Khwaja brothers, Information Minister Fawad Chaudhry said the federal government has nothing to do with their arrest by NAB Lahore and barring Hamza Shehbaz from going abroad. In a statement in Islamabad, Fawad Chaudhry, however, said that action taken by the independent and sovereign institutions against those involved in corruption and plundering of national exchequer shows that the country is heading in the right direction. Chief Justice of Pakistan Mia Saqib Nassar has urged judges to play their role in strengthening institutions. He said this while addressing the foundation-laying stone ceremony of Supreme Court Registry in Karachi today. Saqib Nassar said step has been taken in view of growing responsibilities and judicial activities of the apex court in the province. This is Radio Pakistan. Foreign Secretary Tehmina Janjua says Pakistan will continue to play its dynamic and constructive role for ensuring lasting peace and stability in the region. She was addressing the inaugural session of Tour International Conference titled Conflict and Cooperation in South Asia, Role of Major Powers, organized by Islamabad Policy Research Institute in Islamabad today. Tehmina Janjua said Pakistan and China enjoy decades-long strong strategic partnership that is significantly contributing to regional peace. Expressing her views on the occasion, China's ambassador to Pakistan, Yao Xing, said China's Belt and Road Initiative provides for great economic cooperation and connectivity in the region and beyond. The 13th Senior Officials Meeting of the Triangular Initiative on Drug Control was held in Islamabad today. Secretary Narcotics Control Arif Nawaz Khan chaired the two-day interaction between counter-narcotics authorities of Afghanistan, Iran, and Pakistan. The tripartite meeting discussed ways and means for effectively combating trafficking of Afghan opiates. In his opening remarks, representative of United Nations Office on Drugs and Crime in Pakistan, Caesar Guide said strengthening of regional partnership against massive flow of illicit drugs in the region can serve as a conduit for saving life and improving their quality. In occupied Kashmir, the Joint Resistance Leadership, in a letter to the United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres, has urged him to constitute a commission of inquiry to conduct comprehensive and independent international investigation into human rights violations by Indian troops in the territory. The Joint Resistance Leadership, in a statement in Srinagar, asked the UN Secretary General to impress upon New Delhi to stop the gross human rights violation forthwith. The Joint Resistance Leadership acknowledged United Nations concern and called for an urgent need to address the past and ongoing human rights violations and abuses and deliver justice for all the people in Kashmir. Referring to the 2018 UN report on rights abuses in Kashmir, the leadership said one of the most dangerous weapons used against protesters in 2016 and which is still being employed by Indian forces is the pellet-firing shotgun. British Prime Minister Theresa May has deferred today's voting on her Brexit deal in the Parliament. British spokesman told reporter in London today that Parliament will vote on whether to approve Brexit deal before 21st January next year. Israel police shot and killed a Palestinian driver in the occupied West Bank today. The Palestinian Health Ministry confirmed the death but gave no further details of the incident. In the Men's Hockey World Cup at Bhubaneswar in India, Belgium beat Pakistan 5-0. In the second match, Netherlands will play against Canada. And finally, the weather report. Mainly cold and dry weather is likely to prevail in most parts of the country during the next 12 hours. However, rain and thunderstorm with snowfall over the hills are expected at isolated places in Gujranwala Division and Kashmir. Dense and shallow foggy conditions are likely to prevail in few central and southern parts of Punjab. To end the news, some of the headlines once again. Prime Minister says the government is committed to provide an enabling environment to investors to take advantage of existing opportunities in various sectors. Pakistan and the United Kingdom have agreed to enhance bilateral cooperation in counter-terrorism, organized crime and money laundering. Naib Lahore today arrested the PMLN leaders Khwaja Saad Rafiq and his brother Khwaja Salman Rafiq after rejection of their interim bail applications by Lahore High Court in Paragon housing scam. And that is the end of the news. For more news and analyses, log on to our website, radio.gov.pk, and also watch live video streaming of our bulletins on the link, facebook.com, Radio Pakistan News Official.